Next up, we're going to have our sponsor lightning talks. And then we will have a coffee break for 30 minutes and we'll be back in here for the keynote. Amy, if you can queue up Amy's our virtual coordinator, the sponsor lightning talks, I'll hand over to Rick. And sponsors, if you guys want to maybe come line up along here and Rick will call you out as we go. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Lucy. Dang it, Trip. I mean, really, all of these guys are now going to come up and give you their best elevator speech. And we need cards. You guys need like 1 through 10 cards so you can hold them up, how they did. Instant feedback. What a great setup. But this is not all of our sponsors yet, so I'm going to keep talking and see if we can get everybody up here. All the sponsors, we're going to call you up by sponsor level, by alphabet order. So come on up, a representative from each sponsor. If they're not here, I guess we will, I mean, it is a few minutes early, but we will thank them anyway. And going to begin with our diamond level sponsors. And the first one up is AECOM. There we go. Come on, Richard. The buck got passed.
It got passed quick. We'll make this a short one. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Richard Fogelman with AECOM. We are a global engineering company ranging from large-scale building projects all the way to the Middle East to Asia to projects in North America as well. Bread and butter for kind of the vision that I work in is like FEMA floodplain mapping projects and things like that. We work really detailed with the state of North Carolina doing hazard and risk management projects and the floodplain mapping program with North Carolina. Emergency management, lots of you guys probably use the flood risk information system. We've been involved in that for 20 years now or over. So yeah, we are local to North Carolina as well, have had a presence here since the 80s. So we have a booth up next to the other room. What's the name of the other room? The Vanderbilt. So we're parked right outside the Vanderbilt. We'll have some good AECOM cookies and some giveaways, but we appreciate y'all's time. Come visit us.
Thank you, AECOM. Next up, Atlas.
Hey, I'm Mark Bratcher from Atlas Geographic. We're also based here in North Carolina. We've been operating here since 2005, so almost 20 years. Been a lot involved in several state projects. I guess one most of you be familiar with is the NCAUG project. We've been doing that for about 12 years. We're mostly proud of that. More of our bread and butter is working with local governments, helping them with their data, either managing it, helping them complete their mapping, ongoing maintenance projects, those kinds of things. That doesn't mean we dip our toes in the rest of it as well. Enterprise deployments, websites, basically anything that your GIS department does, we'll probably be able to help you with it. We're happy to be a sponsor. We've been enjoying that for the last couple of years. I have no idea where our booth is exactly. It's in the hallway next to something. Look for that logo and I'll be there. Please come on and see me.
Thank you, Mark. I do want to take a moment to explain my deepest regrets in how the sponsor area got set up and covered. Very interesting. We're mappers, right? And I get this graph from the hotel. And I have to put little tables where the sponsors are going to be, and then send out emails, by sponsor level, by who registered first, to give them choices of where they want to be. This is not correct. And so when I got here, we had to do a little shuffle, move a few people around. I've apologized to all of our sponsors as the committee chair. So I just plead upon you to go and give them all your business. And take care of them because they really do generate a lot to help this happen. And again, they were gracious and the hotel was gracious and the way that everybody danced and put it all together out there. So again, sponsors are wonderful. And next up is Avinion.
Hello, everyone. My name's Alex Lopez Rohina. I'm with Avinion. Many of you know Highland Mapping. That is now Avinion. Maybe a few of you know my boss, Kent Rothrock. And my coworker, Kevin Jameson, will be in that mysterious hallway at our booth. We'll be here all week. We offer managed services. We offer many things at Avinion, but one notable thing for this group is managed services. If you don't know what that is, I guess you'll just have to come talk to us and find out. We also have a shiny new parcel management specialty we're very excited about. So I look forward to meeting all of you.
Thank you very much. And next up, Eagle View.
We're happy vendors and sponsors, so good job. We're happy. Great job on getting all that put together. I know it's a lot of work. We're Eagle View. I'd like to say the artist formerly known as Pictometry. For those that go back a ways, we do oblique imagery and change detection and a few other things that we just brought on counties 65 and 66 this year. So lots of counties using our stuff. If you don't know whether you have it or not, stop by. More than likely you do. If you don't, stop by and get it. But we're proud sponsors. We take pride in being at these conferences. We learn a lot from you all. So thank you and have a great rest of your conference.
Thank you, Joe. Next up, ESP.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Matt Dudley with ESP. We're a multidisciplined engineering, surveying, and planning firm. We're based in the Carolinas, but we are growing and expanding. We're up to about 750 employees now. A colleague of mine, Amanda Turbeek, and I will be presenting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on a very interesting project we're working on with NCDOT regarding a coastal flood warning application. So if you're interested in that, come check us out. Otherwise, we've got a booth and come say hi.
Thank you, Matt. Next up, Sanborn.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Ogier. I'm the general manager in charge of the mapping division for Sanborn. I just moved out to Colorado Springs, and I look up at Pikes Peak every morning when I go to work. But I realized driving down here from Charlotte yesterday, this place has my heart. I'm a Carolina boy. So 14 airplanes, 9 different airborne sensors, 4 LiDARs, 140 cats that I'm currently herding. We've been in Charlotte now for over 20 years. Most of you know us, been involved with the floodplain mapping contract and the ortho contract for years for the state. But to add a few more things within the last year, we purchased Applied Geographics. AppGeo was acquired. So now we really can say we have a soup to nuts all the way through acquisition of database data, all the way through analytics. Major offices, like I said, in Colorado Springs, Charlotte, and now Boston. So we certainly appreciate what the state has given to us, what Esri's provided as a partner for many, many years. So we appreciate it. Look forward to working with you. We have a booth out in the hallway, which we've enjoyed. We like our location. And the 3 with me, Jason, Christian, and Elena, the ones who are glad they're not up here right now, but they're smiling, would be happy to talk to you guys. Look forward to talking to all of you. Thanks.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you to all of our diamond sponsors. Next up is going to be GeoOwl. And as Carrie walks up, I want to just say thank you to them. They not only sponsored our lanyards and name tags, which took us to a different level. They actually made Josh, our secretary, extremely happy. He's not trying to untangle those black, skinny little rope ones. We actually have some real lanyards now, And they stepped up and helped with that as well as, sponsored a booth as well. So just want to say thank you to GOL.
Hi, everyone. I'm Carrie Mapes. I'm the Director of Business Development with GOL. We are a geospatial and UAS services provider. We have been around since 2013, primarily providing services to the DoD and intelligence community, but we've been working within the local North Carolina area for the last couple of years with several commercial and state agencies, including NCDOT. So you can come to their talk on Friday and hear about some of the work we are doing monitoring invasive species with them. We have a prime booth location right in the front lobby. So, not to make anybody jealous, but it's right by the front desk. It's pretty great. And if you want to stop by, myself and Thomas will be at the booth. We do have a drone, so come check that out also. But we would love to just chat with you and see, what some of your current challenges are with GIS, and if you're currently using drones in any of your, needs that you have right now. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Carrie. Now we're going to move to our platinum sponsors, and the first one up is Blue Raster, a brand new sponsor this year. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ben Masters. I'm here with Blue Raster. I'm here with my colleague, Chris Gabris. We are a full-service GIS consulting firm based out of Arlington, Virginia, but I'm based in Charlotte, and we have teams working remotely all over the country and even some internationally. We specialize in data visualization, custom application development, and complex analysis and workflows. And we work with a lot of state and local governments, federal agencies, conservation agencies, as well as commercial businesses. Like Rick said, this is our first time here. We're happy to be here. We have a booth in that small room off of that little hallway. So please, please stop in there. It's tight, but we'd be happy to talk to you. And we like to help solve problems. And some of the organizations here might have problems that they're looking to solve with migrating from ArcMap to ArcPro, workflows or tools that are legacy in ArcMap into ArcPro, things like Parcel Fabric migration from enterprise to the cloud, on-prem to the cloud. And yeah, we'd be happy to talk to you if any of those problems sound like something you're dealing with right now. So yeah, looking forward to meeting everyone and happy to be here.
Come on, everyone. Let's give them a round of applause being the first time sponsor. Thank you. Next up, I think this may be their second year, Bolton Mink. Go see them at their booth. They're very happy to be here. And we appreciate their sponsorship. Next up, Dewberry. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Dewberry Engineering Company, very happy to be here. Come see us. Next up, I know somebody from this group has to be in the room, and they are going to come up. Esri.
Yes, we do have a number of people here from Esri. My name is Sam Perkins. I am an account manager on our state government team, and I am a GIS, an ArcGIS user of 21 years since first getting a bootleg copy in high school. And I'm now in my 5th year with Esri. I know y'all are pretty familiar with us, but I hope you'll try to get familiar with other parts of the platform as it continues to grow that you may not be familiar with. So please reach out. We were talking about this earlier. I think one of the biggest, if not the biggest regional offices outside of Redlands you have in Charlotte. So you have a lot of local resources, and a lot of them are here with our local government team, solution engineers, and account managers, and of course, our keynote speakers. So please don't hesitate to reach out. We are still waiting on the contents of our booth to arrive, but if you see a blank table and people sitting there, that's probably us. So thank you.
Thank you, Sam. I only have one question for you. Are they geographically challenged? They couldn't get to the shipping location? What happened here? All right, well, send them a map, would you? All right, next up, Sam.
Hey, it's me again. I know some of y'all are getting really tired of me. Anyway, SAM stands for Surveying and Mapping. We are one of the largest geospatial solutions and service providers with over 40 to 50 offices now. We keep getting new ones every fracking week, so it's hard to track. Across the US and into Canada with over 1,500 employees. We do everything from aerial photography, LiDAR, down to field data collection. We do indoors. For those that made it down to the Southeast User Conference in Atlanta, we actually worked directly with Esri to scan that conference location and convert that into indoors. And Esri was using our data in their demonstrations down there. So if you're looking at indoor mapping or BIM solutions, we can help you with that, as well as drones, mobile LiDAR, backpack units, and all those things. We've got a great booth out there with everyone else right next to NV5. So you can come talk to us there. And also, if you need help with Pro, I've written a book or two on it, so I might know anything to help you out with that. So very good, y'all.
Okay, as I said earlier, we needed cards. How did Tripp do in his elevator speech? Okay. You set yourself up. I can't help you there. Next up, Surdex Corporation.
Hi, I'm Steve Caston with Surdex Corporation. I'm the Vice President of Surveying at Surdex. We've been in business for 65 years. We do geospatial data production throughout the United States, aerial photography, LiDAR, orthophoto production. One of our key capabilities is to do broad area collection of orthophotos or LiDAR data. Here in North Carolina, we've been working for about 23 years, doing city and county and statewide work. We're very proud of being part of the orthophoto, the statewide orthophoto project since its origin in 2010. Come by our booth. We have a premium location right by the front desk.
Thank you, Steve. Next up, WSP. And a man many of you might know, Mr. Garrett Shields.
How's it going, everybody? My name's Garrett Shields. I'm the Geospatial Technologies Manager for WSP, based out of Durham, North Carolina. Previously, you may have recognized us as AMEC back in the day, or AMEC Foster Wheeler, or even as recently as last year as Wood. We've now joined our environment infrastructure business, which is part of the company that I sat under, has now joined the WSP family. So I represent WSP here today. We're a global engineering consulting firm with several offices here in North Carolina. Obviously, we support many key clients here in the room and across the state with local governments, NCDOT, especially. We also do quite a bit of work for the North Carolina Floodplain Mapping Program as well. Do a lot of flood risk mapping, environmental compliance support, transportation management, risk management, risk analysis, as well as full stack web development and geospatial remote sensing and geomatics. Have a full team based out of Raleigh doing our geomatics here in the States. Obviously through past relationships and past companies, we've been a great supporter of NCAUG over the last about 10 years. Glad to be back and bringing WSP to the table. We're a large company, so there's a lot of great talent there to start getting involved in this organization. Y'all are an awesome organization. We're glad to be a part of it as always. I'm here with two of my Rockstar Rising team members, one of which, Laura Ng, is going to be giving a presentation, I think, on Thursday afternoon about some of our mobile GIS capabilities. So check that out. And if you want to visit our booth, we thought GeoOwl's booth was so freaking awesome that we actually kind of sat right next to him. So thanks for that prime placement, Rick. That's really nice. So yeah, come see us, and we'd be happy to notch your card for the raffle and talk to you more about what we do. Appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Garrett. We're going to move on to another category, but before I do that, I think I missed someone. And again, we had a few last minute sponsors, so my fault. Olson Engineering, are you in the room? All right, they have a booth in the room, the small room off to the side. Go by and see them as well. We'll move on to the gold level and Civic.
I don't want to get a lesser score because I brought notes, but I would talk forever if I didn't. So my name is Greta, but you can call me Gigi. I'm Greta Gibson. I'm with Civic Federal Credit Union, which was created 5 years ago by Local Government Federal Credit Union, or LGFCU. And we're a digital credit union. What that means is our members are not dependent on going into a branch or signing a piece of paper to do business with us. Instead, they use an app, and if they need help, they can call, text, or FaceTime with our local experience center when they need help. So members can use any ATM worldwide, and in the next year, we're going to be announcing some physical locations throughout the state of North Carolina where we'll have a physical presence and you can come for help or just to spend time in that location. In 2025, LGFCU will become independent from State Employees Credit Union, and they're going to change the name to Civic. And so we're working to extend some of those teller services that we like with cash beyond that 2025 date so that we can use that teller line, but also some other cash solutions so that you don't have to make an extra trip to deal with cash. It fits in with your schedule. At Independence, local government federal credit union account holders, their account numbers will stay the same, your routing number will stay the same. And if you have a loan agreement with us, it will stay the same. You don't have to refinance anything. So come see me at the booth if you have any questions or if you just want some cool swag. Thank you.
Thank you, Gigi. I'll mention also that Civic is not only a sponsor at the event, but they are also our financial institution. So, and for an old guy who's now getting into, apps, I actually am now depositing checks that were sent for the conference with the mobile app. So, hey, we all get there one day or another. Next up, Duncan Parnell. I don't see her. She's in the small room as well. Go visit Duncan Parnell. They've been a sponsor for many, many years. GPI, Geospatial. Come on up, Jamie.
Hey, y'all. It's great to be back again this year. My name is Jamie Gray. I'm with GPI Geospatial. I'm one of our senior geospatial managers. Excuse me. GPI, we're a full service geospatial firm. We do land surveying, aerial photography, photogrammetry, all things LiDAR, aerial, mobile, terrestrial. Here in North Carolina, we've got offices in Charlotte, and I'm in Raleigh, and we have another office in Wilmington. So we've got good coverage across the state. Some of our biggest clients and markets are transportation, energy, and those are the two big ones, I would say. But we're happy to be here again this year. Come talk to me at the booth. I'd like to talk to all of you about what you're doing, interesting GIS or remote sensing work. One thing I forgot to mention is that we are growing pretty rapidly in our indoor mapping and BIM service lines. So we'd love to talk to you about some of the technology that we're using for that. And hope everybody has a great conference. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Jamie. Next up is NV5 Geospatial. Are you in the room? Oh, that's me. Aaron, come on up though. Come on. All right. So NV5 Geospatial is a very large organization, nationwide geospatial firm, everything from survey to data acquisition, production, analytics, application development, et cetera. We continue to grow. We're, to steal Joe's comment earlier, artists formerly known as Quantum Spatial, formerly known as Photoscience, formerly known as et cetera, et cetera. But NV5 bought us right before COVID. They're an engineering firm based out of Hollywood, Florida. They had 110 offices. We had 11. We continue to grow with our merger and acquisition activity and add capabilities. Geodynamics, based out of Newport, North Carolina, is now part of NV5 Geospatial. And we bought a couple of software capabilities from Harris Corporation recently. And our latest acquisition is Axum Geospatial. Also, I'm going to let Aaron say something. We're old friends and glad to be working together.
Yeah.
Tell us
thank
your
you.
artist formerly known as.
Yeah, formerly known as GIS Inc., I guess would be. Wasn't expecting to be up here right now. Yeah, so we're very happy to be part of the NV5 family. Axum Geospatial is The only firm that's earned the platinum partnership level with both Esri and CityWorks. Very proud of our work with Charlotte Water here. We're the first tier one utility that's in full production with the utility network. It's one of our specialties that we work on, working with several other communities here as well on the utility network. Like I said, CityWorks implementation, cloud managed services, GIS, portal upgrades, development, app development, anything GIS, we're happy to provide and happy to be part of the NV5 family. And thanks for having.
See, welcome to the fray. All right, our last category is our education sponsors. Eric, are you in the room? Go by and see Eric Money. He's got a booth set up in the main lobby area there. Again, very grateful to have them not only be part of the organization, but to also sponsor. And again, we, as Joanne mentioned earlier, we're really looking to continue to connect to the education arena, and grateful for what UNCW and NC State have done. Help us reach the next generation of geospatial experts. We're having a lot of migration out, if you will, and there's a lot of knowledge and expertise that's leaving the industry. So we need that young blood to come in and learn from some of the mentor types and move forward. But again, thank you again to all of our sponsors. I want to encourage you, stop by, talk to them, get them to sign off on your card, but also spend a few minutes and find out how they might be able to assist you with some of the challenges you have in your world. Again, thank you again. Thank you all the sponsors.